Hello, everyone. I'm Lucy, your instructor. I'm passionate about helping learners grow their English skills and confidence. Today, we'll explore 10 new vocabulary words to enrich your language, boost comprehension, and strengthen communication. We'll learn each word's meaning, usage, and nuance through engaging stories that start simple and gradually become more challenging. Each session ends with a short quiz to reinforce what you've learned. Try to answer out loud so you can practice and improve your fluency in English. Remember, becoming fluent in a language requires consistent verbal practice. The more you speak and repeat, the more confident and fluent you'll become. Upper intermediate vocabulary words B2 level. 1. Intricate, very detailed or complicated. 2. Perplexed, confused or puzzled. 3. Venture, a risky or daring journey or undertaking. 4. Conceal, to hide or keep something secret. 5. Glimpse, a brief or quick look. 6. Reckless, without thinking about the danger or consequences. 7. Murmur, to speak softly or quietly. 8. Dread, great fear or apprehension. 9. Summon, to call someone to come or appear. 10. Reluctant, unwilling or hesitant. Story, the hidden passage of Ravenshire Manor. The night was cold and silent when Clara arrived at Ravenshire Manor. An intricate maze of corridors and staircases that seemed to twist endlessly. She had been invited by her uncle, a historian known for his reckless expeditions into forgotten places. But tonight he was missing. Clara wandered through the dimly lit hall, her footsteps echoing softly. A faint murmur came from behind a tapestry, and she froze. Pulling it aside, she caught a glimpse of a narrow door, half concealed by shadows. Her heart raced as she pushed it open. The passage beyond was damp and cold. She hesitated, reluctant to go further, yet something urged her on. The air grew heavier, and a sense of dread settled over her. Suddenly, a voice called her name. It was her uncle's, faint but unmistakable. She summoned all her courage and stepped deeper into the darkness. At the end of the tunnel, she found a small chamber filled with ancient maps and journals. Her uncle sat there, perplexed, staring at a strange symbol carved into the wall. "Clara," he whispered, "this is no ordinary venture. We've uncovered something that was never meant to be found." All right, everyone. Speaking English regularly helps you become comfortable, not only with reading and understanding the language, but also with speaking it fluently. I'll ask you questions one by one, and you'll have 6 seconds to answer each. Remember to speak your answers aloud. That's the key to overcoming challenges. Okay, let's get started. 1. What does the word intricate describe in the story? 2. Why was Clara's uncle considered reckless? 3. What did Clara hear that made her stop in the hallway? 4. What was concealed behind the tapestry? 5. How did Clara feel when she entered the passage? 6. What emotion does the word dread express in the story? 7. What did Clara do when she heard her uncle's voice? 8. Why was her uncle perplexed in the chamber? 9. What does the word venture refer to in the final line? 10. How does the story show Clara's reluctant bravery? Answer. 1. What does the word intricate describe in the story? It describes the complex and detailed structure of Ravenshire Manor, with its twisting corridors and staircases. 2. Why was Clara's uncle considered reckless? He was known for taking dangerous risks during his explorations of forgotten or mysterious places. 3. What did Clara hear that made her stop in the hallway? She heard a faint murmur coming from behind a tapestry. 4. What was concealed behind the tapestry? A narrow door hidden in the shadows was concealed behind the tapestry. 5. How did Clara feel when she entered the passage? She felt reluctant and fearful but continued because she was determined to find her uncle. 6. What emotion does the word dread express in the story? It expresses Clara's deep fear and anxiety as she moved through the dark passage. 7. What did Clara do when she heard her uncle's voice? She summoned her courage and stepped deeper into the darkness to find him. 8. Why was her uncle perplexed in the chamber? He was confused and puzzled by the strange symbol carved into the wall. 9. What does the word venture refer to in the final line? It refers to the dangerous and mysterious exploration that Clara and her uncle had undertaken. 10. How does the story show Clara's reluctant bravery? Although she was hesitant and afraid, she still faced her fears and entered the dark passage to rescue her uncle.